Greetings friends, greetings family. My name is Eldad Amara, and today I'm going to be looking at the Bible and what it means. The Bible is actually an astrological book. Some don't know that or don't believe that, but anyway, the Bible is an astrological book. See, the Greeks, they call this book Helios, Biblios, which means a book of the sun. Now, a lot of the stories in the Bible are actually astrological symbolism. What do I mean by this? Well, for example, if you look at Jesus and the 12 disciples, it's really talking about the astrological signs in the zodiac. You see, the sun takes 2,000 years to travel through each house. Some of the houses you have are, for example, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Scorpio. You've got Pisces and Aries, 12 in total. It takes the sun roughly 24,000 years to travel through all 12 astrological symbols or signs. But the 12 disciples are really the 12 astrological signs. Jesus himself came 2,000 years ago under the Piscean sign. When Jesus talked about feeding the masses with 2 fishes and bread, what it's really talking about is an astrological sign of Pisces. Jesus came 2,000 years ago. This was really doing was feeding the masses spiritual food. He was preparing them for a new era, for a new age. As I said, when Jesus came here to earth, this is under the Piscean sign. The Piscean sign represented materialism, institutionalism. There was wars, famine, imprisonment, universities, schools, and a lot of misinformation fed to the people. Religious institutions were some of the biggest institutions to keep man down. Talking about Jesus, we're actually talking about the sun, the S-U-N and not the S-O-N. It's all symbolism. Alright, so it says here, St. John's 14 verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions, and if it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again. Powerful words. Very powerful words. As I say, we're talking about astrological signs, the astrological zodiac. Jesus was in the house of Pisces. When we talk about houses or mansions, we're talking about the star signs. Jesus was not literally the Son of God. We're talking about the S-U-N and not the S-O-N. It's symbolism. Each star sign carries different frequency, different energies, different emotions. Now we're moving from Pisces into Aquarius. The Aquarian sign symbolizes feminism, the rise in feminism, the rise in masculinity, the rise in creativity and truth and spirituality. We will become more mental. That is for those of us who have raised our vibration, because there's plenty of people on the planet right now who are still vibrating on the 3rd dimension. This is where the government wants you. But in order to raise up your frequency to the 4th dimension, this is when you become more spiritual and more spiritually aware, more conscious, more loving. You will also have things such as clairvoyance. People will have clear seeing, clairaudience, telepathy. People will be able to communicate mind to mind. You will have astral projection. People will be able to astrally travel. You'll have a rise in technology and cyberspace. Some of this, in terms of cyberspace, will be good. But then again, it can be used quite negatively. Some scientists. But some, on the other hand, don't have our best interest. You see, you could use a gun, for example, for either good or for bad. You could use a gun to protect people, or you could use a gun to kill people. That is the same thing with technology. Some people put it to good use, whilst others will abuse it. As well as the 12 astrological signs, you've got a moon cycle, a sun cycle, a moon cycle, and a sun cycle, each one carrying 6,000 years. 6,000 years of a moon, 6,000 years of the sun, 6,000 years of the moon, and 6,000 years of the sun. We are now moving into the age of the sun. Again, 24,000 year cycle. Now, 6,000 years ago, the beast came here and started ruling the planet. And that is still the case now. But the beast knows that he has to go. His time is more or less up. And what he wants to do is take a lot of people down with him. A lot of people are vibrating on the third dimension instead of raising their consciousness up to the fourth dimension. Those people on the third dimension will have to go with the beast. The beast wants to take a lot of people down with him. If you ever notice, when you're traveling in your car, you can see the sun, and the sun is so bright, and it's a golden color. You got to pull the visor down in your car in order to stop you from being blinded by the sun. This is the return of the sun. Not the S-O-N, but the S-U-N. As I say, it's a sign of creativity, productivity, the rise in feminism, masculinity, and the truth. People, when they're on the fourth dimension, they'll be able to see the truth and not the falsehood which we might be kept under. Mark, Luke, and John, the four Gospels. This is nothing again but Bible symbolism. This is the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. This is the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. These are the 4 Gospels, or the ghost spells. I just got to tell you just one last thing. You need to raise your vibration. There's so many people at the moment, they're on the 3rd dimension, which is where the government wants them. They want them in a mental prison. Keep people entertained. Keep them watching television, listening to music, getting on the internet, looking at the wrong things. Yeah? Give them lust and carnal desires, eating the wrong food. You should be trying to raise your vibration up to the 4th dimension. Because as I say, we're moving out of the Piscean era into Aquarius. This is what Jesus was saying when he went to go and prepare a place for you. Okay? We need to move up to the 4th dimension and vibrate on the 4th dimension. Everything is frequency. The different houses in the zodiac carry different frequencies. Now it's time for us to raise ourselves up spiritually to the 4th dimension, or otherwise you will perish. The beast knows his time is over. He came in the last moon cycle, and we're now going into the sun cycle. It says that Jesus walks on water. But is this really true? Again, this is symbolism. Okay? This is the S-U-N and not the S-O-N. It's symbolism. You see, the sun, as it's traversing across the water and across the horizon, it will look like this. You got the sun here, the S-U-N and not the S-O-N, and you'll have a light stem running down the center, and a stem to your right and a stem to your left. This is Jesus walking on water. It's the sun as it's going across the horizon. And about 12 o'clock, roughly, that is when the sun is at its peak in the sky. And then down below it, as you look into the sea, you can see two stems of light, one to the left, one to the right, and then a stem running down the center, which looks like an ankh. This is Jesus walking on water. Here is another picture. It's not a very clear one. This is an example of Jesus walking on water. You can see the sun, the light of the sun coming across, coming towards me, and to the left and right you can also see the two stems of the cross. You can see the sun, you can see the light of the sun coming towards me, and then to the left and to the right, the two arms of the cross. The Bible, Helios, Biblios as Greeks called it, is a sun book. It's based on astrology. Now I know a lot of people out there who are Christians and belong to other religions think that I'm talking a load of crap. But you are taking the Bible literally. And the Bible is really just an astrology book. These stories and books of the Bible originally came out of Kemet, which is Egypt. Anyway people, if you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, and please share the video.